next, let's move on to, this is also about race. Interracial couple, this young couple out of Texas.
Yeah, so it's a really cute story, okay? So a girl and her family decided to buy her boyfriend of 11 months a car. Okay, so on Saturday they surprised this guy with a car, and he's just so surprised. You can tell on his face that he's just completely shocked. So they posted this video onto YouTube as well, but they're happy. They're happy in their relationship. And yes, when you post things on the internet, you are going to be getting those trolls, good and bad. So a lot of people have been firing back saying, what's going on? Why is this basically, why is this white family buying this black guy a car? And so people are just going back and forth. And on her Twitter, they're both standing up for the relationship. They're fighting for the relationship, especially now. But you can tell that they actually do care about each other. And if the family wants to buy him a car, why not?
Why does race in a relationship still matter this heavily? Like, that's the question.
Comes up, yes.
Here's let's just take color out of this. Here's one family adoring their daughter's boyfriend and purchases a car for him. Who knows? Maybe he didn't have the means to do it. Maybe his parents didn't. They want their daughter to be in a safe vehicle. Maybe he didn't have. I don't know. Who cares? It's the parents. They can do whatever they want with their own money.
This is true.
So they buy a car, and then all of a sudden, people online have a problem with the color of their skin.
Yeah, no.
That I don't
I'm
have to say
uncomfortable with.
anymore. Like, why do we have a problem with that?
I have a bigger problem with any family of a teenager buying their child's significant other, barring the fact that I'm not so sure people at that age should be dating, but do you? Buying their child's significant other anything more than $20.
Oh, you have a problem with that?
I do agree with that.
What in the world kind of precedent are you setting?
I mean, obviously this family does come from money, so that's what it looks like. And like you said, it could
just
be
like yesterday, we had a
reasons.
conversation about parents taking care of their kids. So I don't see why. I mean, this is a family who wants their daughter at that age, and their daughter maybe getting in a car of this kid who doesn't have a very good vehicle that they feel that their kid is safe in. So they're going to provide the boy with the vehicle. Maybe the daughter isn't of age to drive yet. I don't know.
Maybe she shouldn't be dating in high school.
I don't think we need to judge parents on what age they let their kids date. I'm surprised hearing that from you, because you come from a family who supports.
Oh, we are incredibly liberal in some aspects, but I certainly was not allowed to date in high school. And
I mean, I'm a high school sweetheart.
No, you guys are precious.
Yeah, I mean, I dated Caesar starting junior year.
However,
and we're married now, happily, 2 years.
No, I love it. I love it. But for me, I don't know that it is appropriate to have to deal with those emotions at an age where you're still trying to figure out who you are. Like, it worked out for you, it works out for some people, but grow as an individual, figure out who you are. You do so much changing in your 20s.
I think that that's how you grow as an individual.
Having those relationships?
Getting in and out of relationships.
You learn about
Caesar
yourself.
and I were together, and then we had ups
Isn't
and
that
downs.
saying that you need a relationship to figure yourself out and to be a whole
Caesar
person?
and I are completely different people, and I know that if anything were to happen, I could stand on my own 2 feet alone and be completely fine, and Caesar knows that about himself just as much. And I feel as though when we start a family, it's not something that I'm going to tell our kids, like, you have to do. I mean, his little brother, who's in college now, was dating a girl in high school. And both of us, Caesar and I had never talked about it, but we both looked at Josh, we're like, just go to college. I get what you're saying. Go to college. You don't need, because we didn't see that they were that serious. And he was like, well, look at you guys, like, such hypocrites. I'm like, no, it works out. It can work out. But I just didn't see the seriousness. And there is so much that you go through in college. But Caesar and I, like any relationship, had our ups and downs, but I also learned the power of balance and how I could go and party, and I could go and be in a sorority and go to these parties.
You could do your own thing.
And Caesar needed to learn, like, we both needed to learn. I needed to have respect and come home and give him a call. He also needed to have the respect for me to let me go out and do my thing, and then he would go and do his thing. We grew up together. And I think it's
special.
fun.
I think that is special.
Yeah.
I just don't know that is for everyone. Like you were saying, I don't exactly remember. Oh, the conversation yesterday about giving your children money and enabling them. And you said it's not for every child, and you have to know your child to know how to treat them. I would say it's the same case here.
See, I think, what they did, let's go back to the car for a second.
Okay.
We're assuming some things here. I don't know the whole story, but it's safe to assume that a car would really help out this kid, right? For a lot of people, they are smart, capable, motivated, ready to go. They just don't have money. It's not their fault.
Yeah.
If he's 16 years old, he can't do anything about that situation. So here's people in his life that can change that. And they say all that's missing for you to get to your goals is a car. We have money. We're going to get you a car. I think the fact that it's a car is so much more than just a vehicle. It is literally a link when you're young, especially in this modern world. It is a link between you and your goals. I mean, it is from A to B. It can be life-changing for people to be able to have a car versus, you know, you don't have any time and now you got to ride the bus everywhere and you got to do all this stuff. People they're still going to try and get to their goal, but this just makes it so much more achievable. So I think a car is so much more, especially when you're young, especially these days. It just means so much more. So that's the way that I see it, assuming a lot, and I don't know a lot about the story.
How about helping the boyfriend find a job? I mean, he could have a job, and this is his means of transportation to get there. And again, it's going back to yesterday when we were talking about, you know, someone, I forget who said here that you don't think that when you're in college you should be able to you should have to have a job, you know, when you're going to school and you're getting higher education. Same thing with this kid. I mean, he's in high school, he's in a relationship, which isn't a bad thing. He's learning about life, and maybe he does have a job, and this car is just going to help him get there. Again, we are assuming a lot. Assuming that he's unemployed.
Here's my question. I don't want them to break up, but if they break up, does he have to get the car back?
Right.
So that's another question. Yes, maybe the car doesn't really matter in this sense, but is he now staying with her because he's wanting some other new item or other thing? Who knows? We don't know. But again, this was a beautiful story that turned into a story about race, and it shouldn't have turned that way.
Right.
Janet Piper, I think it's really sad that people want to turn this beautiful, generous gesture into something negative. I guess it's true that misery really does love company. Good on the parents. I have a lot of respect for them. Elle Loy said something interesting. Lucky boyfriend, spoiled but blessed. Skin color makes no difference. What the heck? It's 2017. Why are we even taking interracial couples or talking interracial couples anyway? Get over it. Lots of wonderful blended families.
Oh, I love this energy coming from our Facebook stream. Go, you guys.
Eloy, maybe he has a job and his family can't help. My dad would have done the same thing if he liked my boyfriend. I think that's even the bigger story here, is that good for this kid that he has had such an impact on this girl's life that it's impacted their family.
Absolutely.
And he's become so much part of the family and gain that kind of respect where parents want to throw down, you know, some money for a car. Like, that says a lot about him.
Or they just maybe just had a car. I mean, a lot of families have extra cars just
That's
sitting
true.
around. Let me tell you, a car, and when you think about a car, it doesn't have to be expensive. My first car was a 1977 El Camino.
Okay.
This thing was a beater. A total beater. It was my dad's old car, but it was, again, A to B. It allowed me to get a job, and he said, hey, here's the deal. You're paying for gas, you're paying for insurance, you're paying for all these things. So basically, my whole job working at Raging Waters as a lifeguard was just to pay to have the car. But you learn responsibility, you learn about all these other things. So, I mean, again, I think a car for a young kid is really, really important.
So
it can make all the difference in the world.
That's true. They can give him a car, but they ain't going to give him that full tank of gas.
Right.
So how are you going to operate the car? Yeah, so that's an
the video
topic
behind us.
that's brought up a lot of different angles.
Michelle, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't they start a YouTube page about their relationship post this interaction?
So they posted this video, I don't know, it was just on Twitter.
Okay.
And then they were like, okay, let's put this video on YouTube. So I don't know, maybe they're trying to turn it into a show, a little bit, you know, because it's getting so much buzz now.
Right.
That maybe it will turn into a reality show. But again, this is one of these wonderful things that this young man gets a car. He obviously has made an impact on the family and to this girl, and you know, I hope them a long-lasting relationship because they obviously seem so happy together. So
I wonder what kind of car it is.
I don't know. Is
It's
it
like
a
a
new
Toyota.
car?
Oh, okay.
Oh,
It's
Scion
nicer-
TC.
Nicer than a 77 El Camino.
Oh yeah, but they also didn't break the bank to get this car.
I had a Scion TC in college. Loved my TC and had to part ways with it, which was the saddest day.
Oh.
So sad.
My first car was a used Mazda Miata, and I paid for it myself. I was so
Did you?
proud. But my parents did pay for, you know, gas and insurance. But I was just so proud that I could actually buy my own car. I was just like, this is great, and I could just
But you're
drive off.
right about the car meaning so much more than just, you know, oh my gosh, this fancy new. I could have driven anything. I did not care. I just wanted to be able to roll up to school,
Right.
park in
On
the
your
senior
own.
parking lot,
Yes.
my own little spot
Totally.
that I painted. Los Osos High School shout out. I mean, those were some of the best days of my life. The moments spent singing and dancing with your friends in the car without parents in there.
Totally.
It's a big
sense of
growing
freedom.
Sense of freedom. You're right.
Yeah.